Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Against the Public for September 25th. I'm Dana Lane. Today, we'll go through my top Major League Baseball free plays for Wednesday, and after we finish, run on over to Pickdawgz.com, where I'll have my premium Major League Baseball plays and WNBA selections for Wednesday. And if you were with us last night, well, congratulations, a winner in the WNBA, winner in Major League Baseball, a 4-2 night. I expect each and every one of you to come back again on Wednesday. It's as far as records are concerned, we've been absolutely smashing it. It's kind of a broken record, really. We've said it every single day. 59% Major League Baseball winners over the last 7 days, and 61% Major League Baseball winners over the previous 30 days. So the numbers don't lie. You can go to pickdawgz.com, look at the past history, and we've certainly been absolutely smashing Major League Baseball. You could jump on my single plays or my Wednesday Major League Baseball or WNBA 3-pack for just $49.99. And of course, every 3-pack and every single individual play also comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. In addition, there's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's to simply become an all-access member. And you can do that over the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or better yet, guys, just jump on that annual all-access pass that gives you every play that I release for 365 days, for the next 365. So we'll take you right back to this point next year and take you all the way through the NFL season, the college football season, National Hockey League exhibition season's already started, NBA season, college basketball, and of course the end of Major League Baseball, and we'll come right up to this point next year where it will take you through the preseason and the entire Major League Baseball season, and WNBA too. So anyway, 365 days to get every one of my picks. It comes out to be about $3.70 a day, so you can throw it on a credit card. We'll pay it off a little at a month, and then you could sit back and relax and get every premium play that I release for one low price. Here's onto your free plays for Wednesday. Remember, these are probable pitchers, so please confirm, especially in this first one. I've been waiting. It's almost 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here. I've been waiting to see what was going to happen on this game. So far, we don't have any word yet, and at some point I got to sleep. 2:10 Eastern Time, 9:63, 9:64. Seattle Mariners against the Houston Astros. George Kirby against Yusei Kikuchi. Now, Seattle's a $1.35 road favorite, 7 under -15. Now, we can look at that number and say, well, something's up here. So what happened last night, if you don't know, Houston Astros won the American League West again. And so that means they're not going to throw Kikuchi in this game. At least I don't believe that they are. And certainly this number would indicate that they're not going to throw him as well. I think I saw Houston minus $1.45 a little bit earlier, so that further indicates after the adjustment that he's not going to start this game. Now, where you might get a little bit confused about this is he is listed, Kikuchi is listed on every website that there is, including the sites that I go to make sure that I get accurate information about starting pitching. So that has not changed, and I don't think it's going to change until they name a starter. We do see some books, especially here in Vegas, some books just don't have the game up on the board right now. So that tells me something's up with this game, and we're just going to have to wait to see who's going to get the start. As far as Seattle is concerned, George Kirby's 13-11 this year, a 3.60 ERA. Now they're still trying to position themselves to get into a wild card, so it's not going to be like, oh, we lost the division and we're going to quit. Now, I do feel like, and I do think, and a lot of wagering, if you've listened to past podcasts that I've been on, I think a lot of wagering is about psychology. And so even though they still have the wild card in their sights, I think there is a little bit of a letdown because they were so focused on sweeping the series against Houston, and they really had to have a chance in the division. I think there might be a little bit of letdown heading into this game. So George Kirby will likely start for Seattle. 13-11 this year, a 3.60 ERA. He's been trying to break through kind of a tough stretch of games that started in his first start in August against the Detroit Tigers. Since then, he's 5-4, but has a 5.14 ERA, and 5 of those 9 starts, he didn't go past the 5th inning. Now, if Kikuchi does start, which I don't think he's going to, but we'll just throw it out there. He's 9-9, a 4.19 ERA. Since coming over from Toronto, though, he's 5-0 with a 3.00 ERA, 68 Ks, 54 innings. But once again, I think that's going to change. I am going to take Houston here plus $1.12. I think there's going to be a massive overreaction because people will say, well, Houston's got nothing to play for, and that might be true. But I am going to take a chance with the plus money because I think there's going to be a little bit of a letdown on Seattle's behalf. So I am going to take a chance with Houston plus the $1.12. And honestly, without seeing the lineup that they're throwing out there, if they throw out a lineup that resembles what they usually do, they still have the better of the two lineups by far. So I'm going to take Houston plus the $1.12. 6:40 Eastern Time, 9:53, 9:54. Milwaukee Brewers on the road at PNC Park against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Freddie Peralta against Luis Ortiz. No surprise here. Milwaukee minus $1.50 on the road, 7.5 over -15. Pirates pitching staff is absolutely imploding outside of Paul Skeens. I just don't expect this game to be any different, although Luis Ortiz has had a really good year, a better than expected year. Spent a lot of that in the bullpen. We'll talk about that in a second. We do see 90% of the money coming in on the over. Almost every wager is on the Brewers as well, and you would definitely think there will be some movement as we move throughout the day. It's been a little bit of we see a nickel movement in favor of Milwaukee at some properties, but nothing major at this point. Nothing about this game, first game of the series, made me feel any different about Milwaukee and Pittsburgh. Milwaukee's going to do most of the heavy lifting here, especially with Pittsburgh making a lot of moves, and one of those moves was to DFA Rowdy Tellez. Now, Rowdy Tellez is not a guy that had the year that they expected him to have, but taking him out of the lineup is just, or even out of that clubhouse, it's just a massive. I think he's been such a I don't know, a guy that his presence alone in the clubhouse is somebody that when you take that out, I think it becomes a little bit empty. And I think Pittsburgh, you're going to start to see them, although they do have a key series against the Yankees, and not a key series, but for them, a series to be, okay, let's finish this thing off good. We got Paul Skeens that's probably going to throw in Yankee Stadium. That will be very interesting. But I think as far as this series is concerned, they probably just want to get through this. I think we saw this last night, a 7-2 Milwaukee win. That it is almost guaranteed that we're going to play Milwaukee over on most nights. They're 82-66 to the over this year. They added to that last night. Freddie Peralta's 11-8 with a 3.69 ERA. Over his last 4 starts, Peralta's 2-1 with a 3.60 ERA. Now over to Luis Ortiz, 6-6 this year, a 4.43 ERA. Been hit around a little bit over his last 3 starts, 0-2, a 5.17 ERA. In addition, we know when Ortiz does leave the game, because he's not going to throw a complete game here, when he does, we know that Pirates bullpen can implode at any time. It doesn't matter if it's Bednar, it doesn't matter if it's Majinski, whoever these guys that they thought was going to be the strength of the team at the beginning of the year has absolutely been a disaster. Maybe outside of Chapman, who has had his his ups and downs as well, but he has been pretty consistent, which is why he's in that closer role now, and David Bednar is simply kind of a little lost in that bullpen. But anyway, we're going to take, I think this number is really low. We're going to take the over 7.5 minus $1.15. 9:40 Eastern Time, 9:09, 9:10. San Francisco Giants against the Arizona Diamondbacks. D-backs minus 225, 8.5 is your total. Mason Black against Zach Gallen. As expected, 91% of the money is on the Arizona Diamondbacks, along with 92% of the tickets. Not a surprise. the ticket count is as high, considering how big of a favorite they are. I don't think anybody at this point in the year is really trying to get these big underdogs to cash tickets. Right now, it is on cruise control for most of the teams that we're going to see in the postseason. Our focus in this game is going to be on the total. We see 86% of the money, along with 85% of the tickets, is on the over. Now, we've seen some movements at a few properties, especially at Westgate here in Vegas, where we've seen the juice go from minus $1.15 under to 8.5 over minus $1.20. If you wager at Bet Rivers out of New Jersey, just know there's been, or if you wager at Bet Rivers, but the New Jersey wagers, we've seen some big plays already on the under and Arizona. There have been 4 steam moves, and all of them have been made at Bet Rivers. Interesting that this game would kind of garner so much attention by the East Coast, considering it's kind of the get-out game, and usually those games don't have a lot of heavy action until at least until after the first set of games are over with. But so far, they're pounding it, and somebody in Jersey really likes this game. So maybe it's because Mason Black is going to be making just his 8th start of his Major League Baseball career. So far, he's 1-4 with a 5.88 ERA. Mason was terrific in his last start against Kansas City. I've rewatched that again today. Allowed no earned runs in 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, just 1 walk. By far his best start in the majors. He's a big guy with a big arm. With at Double-A Richmond and at Triple-A Sacramento, he had 155 Ks in 123 2/3 innings. Zach Gallen, 13-6, 3.74 ERA. Terrific strikeouts to innings pitch ratio, which you know is a statistic I like to look at when I'm betting unders. I think he's going to come in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He got smacked around a little bit by the Milwaukee Brewers. I think he's going to bounce back in this one. We're going to take San Francisco, Arizona under 8.5. So that does it for your Wednesday free plays. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every play I release for one low price. There's something there for everyone. Thank you so much to everybody who joined me last night. We had a successful night. Please come back again today. And before I go, I just want to remind everybody that there are 2 packages up there that you might not be looking for. Major League Baseball had put a package up from now to the end of the World Series, just $199.99. Over the last 30 days, we've been killing bookmakers, so this is a terrific offer to jump on if you're going to be with us for the rest of the Major League Baseball season. I know a lot of you guys have jumped over to football, but again, it doesn't matter where the money comes from as long as it does. You can also get every WNBA postseason selection from now until they crown a champion for just $99. So take what you made last night, reinvest it, and we're going to be off and running again on Wednesday.